Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm here to share some spring themed cards for Saturday Morning Makes. Saturday Morning Makes is hosted by Jillian Norwood. So I will get started with the supplies that I use. For my first card, I used this nested oval die set, which has alternating plain ovals with little scallops. And I think I got this on eBay, and it's an unbranded set. But I really like the small ovals on that, and the fact that you can kind of do, you can frame them with a solid. So I used that, and I used it on another card too, but I used it on this one. I used this small, adorable Hello Spring stamp set from Newton's Nook. And I used a sheet of this pattern paper from the Tiny Checks from My Favorite Things. And I made a pop-up flip card, and this is what it looks like. So I colored the image in with Copic markers, and I did kind of just a light coloring of the spring sentiment, so that it just fades to almost white, to just make it stand out a little more. And so when you open it, the card flips up like this. And you can see the little subtle scallop with the solid oval. So that is my first card share. And for my second card, I used this 3D embossing folder from Sizzix. I'm not sure what it's called. And I used Autumn Rose paper tray ink, dye ink. I used a wink of Stella. I used the Hello Friend sentiment from this Essential Messages from My Favorite Things. I used this, it's called Athena die set, which are tulips from Crafty Meraki. And I inked the edges with brushed corduroy distress ink. And this is my card. So I cut the tulips out of light pink paper, and I lightly inked the edges just to make it stand out a little more. I did the same with green cardstock and some green ink for that. And I inked the edges of the embossing folder with the brushed corduroy as well. I used Wink of Stella. I don't know that it's showing up on the camera, but I used Wink of Stella to just give a little bit of glitter to the tulips. So that is my second card share. Let me move those out of the way. And, oh, and I did use, again, the same oval die set for that. And then my last card uses this Simon Says stamp embossing folder called Mountainside Leaves. It's a 3D embossing folder also. I use this Simon Says stamp songbird branch for the bird. It looks like this. And I use this wood grain birdhouse from Memory Box, which is this one. And then this grass die, which I think is either Poppy Stamps or Memory Box, but I'm not sure about that. And I used these thin 3D foam squares as well for the birdhouse. And I used paper tray ink, craft cardstock, and chocolate cardstock, and I inked the edges of the, I inked the birdhouse with the craft using the brushed corduroy just to bring out the wood grain and deepen it a little bit. And this is my card. So I made a mini slim for this one. And I cut a strip, I embossed with, I forgot to bring it out, but I used a Tim Holtz 3D wood grain embossing folder, and then just cut a strip of it to make a pole for the birdhouse. And as I said, I inked the birdhouse with the brushed corduroy just to deepen it a little bit. And then I cut the grass multiple times and put it along the edge. And then I felt like it needed a little finishing, so I cut a strip of that same green paper to finish the edge. And colored the bird with my Copic markers and used a micron for the eye. And then on the back, I stamped the Handmade by, and I used a Stamps by Judith peg stamp for the little birdhouse. And I'm thinking of using this Impression Obsession Serenity Stamps Happy Spring for the inside, but I haven't decided. I might make it a Thinking of You card. So we'll just have to see who the recipient is. And before I sign off, I just wanted to talk to you about another thing. I'm going to start doing some random giveaways, hidden giveaways on my channel. For this one, to be entered, you just have to be a subscriber, and it has to be public that you're a subscriber so that I can see that you are. And I'm just asking for some constructive suggestions about how to destash. If you look at some previous videos of mine, you'll see some items that I am trying to destash. I'm probably going to reconfigure which items go in the different lots, just because some of the stuff isn't available anymore, and I just may want to do that. But that's one of the things I would really appreciate some suggestions about. For example, I have one lot that's all lawn fawn. I'm probably going to keep that the same because I have a few more things to add to it. But with the other items, for example, I did a cute stamp, I think, lot, or a floral or nature lot. But I'm open to suggestions of what might be a better grouping of items. So typically, you know, I like to go through my things and destash things I'm not using. I also donate to Art Reuse. I've done that a couple of times recently. And I also give away to friends, or if I hear about someone who's just starting this hobby, I like to put together stuff to give away. But to be frank, I also do like to destash because it helps me have a crafty budget. So I could just use some help on what might make things sell a little better. And if you would provide that, you'll be entered, and you're a subscriber, then you'll be entered in my giveaway. So I'm going to try sometimes to get my ideas of what to give away based on some items I used in my card. I won't always be able to do that, but this time I did. So I made a tulip card this time, so I'm going to give away this little tulip die set from Joy Crafts, which looks like that. I always put a handmade stamp on the back of my card, so I'm going to give away a handmade stamp. I used foam tape on my birdhouse, so I'm going to give away a package of foam tape. I used an oval die on a couple of my cards, so I'm going to give away an oval die. This is from My Favorite Things. The packaging is from a different My Favorite Things die, but this is a My Favorite Things die. And I used gingham on my first card, so I'm going to give away a pack of Sunny Studio gingham. So if you'd like to be entered in this giveaway, as I said, you just need to be a subscriber and leave me a comment with some constructive suggestions for doing my destashes, and I would greatly appreciate it. Take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.